We'll start off with 3 Oms. We'll chant the Shanti mantra. Usually this mantra is told by students in front of the teacher. The meaning of this one: may we coexist in harmony together, and may we get nourished together well, teacher and the student. May the student and the teacher get nourished together well. And with this nourishment, may we together accomplish great things in life. And these accomplishments must be known everywhere, so that may more and more people get inspired by our works. May we never despise each other. May we like each other. Repeat after me. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We all have traveled far away from our homeland. We have come here in search of prosperity. We want to be prosperous in life. In search of fortune, we have moved away from India. In search of more money, more bank balance, and less people to interact, we have come far away from India. We have come up to here. We think our successful life means having more money in the pocket and the bank, and big house. That is what we call as prosperity. In Ishavasya Upanishad, Yajna Mantra Upanishad, it starts with Ishavasya idam sarvam yadkincham jagatyam jagatam. Whatever it is there, it is not yours. It belongs to Supreme Lord. And it is not yours. We mistake ourselves thinking that bank balance, what we have, or property, what we have, luxury, what we have, it is my hard-earned money, and I am responsible for that one. Upanishad starts off with, it is not yours. You are just a custodian. You are a custodian of this prosperity. If you think you are well off, you are just a custodian of that one. It is not yours. And the custodian means you are guarding that one. It is not yours, with you are protecting that one. And protecting, in Swami Vivekananda, he talks about, I hold everyone a traitor who has studied at the expense of others, who is well off in life and settled well in life, at not doing anything for others. I hold that person a traitor, and it is the Supreme Lord won't excuse that person. When I have so much amassed, I don't care about others. I think it is for me. It is for me. I am whatever I have, my enjoyment. In the Shastras it says there is nothing called as your enjoyment. Your life is dedicated for others. If you think you are enjoying, you are mistaken. It is not your place, it is the Supreme Lord's place. You are just a traveler, you have come here, you have been asked to look after something. You have look after such a way that you dispense that one. You distribute whatever you have to the needy, to the sick people who are craving for that one. Reach out wherever you can, then only you are discharging your duty as a citizen of this world. And in Mahabharata there is a story when Pandavas were banished to the forest, the 12 years plus 1 year, 13-year exile, when the many rishis followed Pandavas, and Yudhishthira got worried. How can I look after so many retinues are there, so many rishis, monks are there, how can I look after in the forest? And the rishis, they said not to worry, invoke the Lord in the sun and he will bless you. And by invoking the Lord in the sun, nobody will go hungry. And he did the prayer to invoke the Lord in the sun, and he was given an Akshaya Patra. And it's in Kamyakavana in the first year of exile, as they went, and Lord, the Surya Bhagavan, he gave this Akshaya Patra. You will have enough. There is no dearth wherever you are, and all you have to do is, it will prepare for 1 meal a day. Once you wash it off, next day it won't give. You can ask whatever you want in the meal. However many courses you can order, it will produce. 10 course meal, 20 course meal, doesn't matter. Plenty, but only one. After you wash, that day it's enough. That's it. And Yudhishthira initially so thrilled, and looking at the luxury, so many rishis, they were so happy. They need not have to worry about the food, and Yudhishthira was also very happy. What a comfortable life. I need not have to struggle, and I have everything in plenty. And he thought, I am getting a square meal, and why worry about going back and fight the battle and claim the territory? We would rather stay here. It's a comfortable life. I am getting plenty of whatever I want, I am getting. And along with the meal, he would give the gold coin dakshina to all the retinues who were followed. That also, plenty is there. Why worry? Most of us are like that. We have come here, we had 2 square meal, good house, good car, and good job. Why worry? And at that time, seeing that one, Bhima wanted to show him the reality. He woke him up, shook him off. Draupadi started that, aren't you ashamed of yourself? And then after that, Bhima chided him. The purpose of life is not having just mere 2 square meal and living a luxurious life. That is not what for we are born. Bhima says, and further he says, the Upadesha he says to Yudhishthira, Tvam Veda, Tvam Karma, Tvam Loka. And he says the purpose why we are born, the 3 things. Tvam Veda, you have to acquire knowledge. Knowledge is the foundation of our existence. Acquire knowledge as much as you can. After acquiring, you should know how to apply the karma. You have to do the karma yoga. You do the excellent things. Achieve marvelous things in life. The knowledge has to be applied to accomplish great things in the life, so that you penetrate deep into the community, each and every corner. Tvam Loka. Achieve great things. through and it's you serve the community wherever you are. First you acquire the knowledge, acquiring the knowledge, and you achieve great things in your life with the great accomplishment. It should reach out to the nook and corner of the country, and realizing that one, and Yudhishthira woke up. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna went into depression before the war. Whereas Yudhishthira, in the first year of exile itself, some sort of depression. I am okay, I am happy here, I don't want to do. And Bhima gave the Upadesha. Bhima Upadesha. He woke him up. And he did not go into depression before the war. Yudhishthira was okay. Bhima woke him up. For us also, that is the message. And you acquire, whatever you acquire, you have to acquire the knowledge and achieve great things in your life. And with the great things, you have to reach out the nook and corner of the country, of the world, wherever you can. Look out for an opportunity to reach out. And that is the Upadesha of the Bhimasena. It is very much relevant even today for all the yoga teachers. And in Sri Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita says, you are not here just to while away time. What if you want to do some great things? What if you do not accomplish? Sri Krishna says it is okay. Even if you fail, but you will get the higher loka. If you succeed, you will get the fame. And there is no, in either case, there is no loss. Hato va prapsyasi swargam jitva va bokshyase mahin tasmat yogaya yudyasva tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nischaya. Make a resolution. I won't stop. I will accomplish great things in your life. Yuddhaya krita nischaya. And you make a sankalpa. Make a resolution. We are getting a yoga teacher certificate. It is not just for framing it and putting it on the wall. And it is for you to accomplish. Make a yuddhaya krita nischaya. Tasmat yogaya yudyasva. And you make a yuddhaya krita nischaya. Hatova prapsyasi swargam jitva va bokshyase mahin. Tasmat uttishta kaunteya. You get up. You have slept enough in your life. Thus far you have been in slumber. You thought that is the reality. You have slept enough. This is the time to get up. Roll up your sleeve. The yuddhaya krita nischaya. I will fight the battle of this life. I will make the best of this life. That before I don't want to make this life also ebb away like past life, slip out. In this life, I should make sure that I accomplish great things. This life also I don't want to squander like what I have done in the past. This life, somehow I am, by God's fortune, it's a faraway land from thousands of kilometers. I am able to connect to a yoga school. Now you have come here and come to this one. Now why slip out? You have come up to here. Now use this one as a launching pad to launch yourself into greater heights in your life, so that your life is an inspiration for you and your family, your children and generations to come. And in the Upanishad, it is talking about you do not teach somebody who do not have children. Children means my own personal child. Children may not be interested in learning these ones. It is not talking about your children. Make sure that you prepare the next generation batch of students. They are your children. When you prepare the batch of students, in Shastra it is called as they are your children. And you have an obligation, whatever you have learned, you have to discharge, pass it on, so that they carry the baton to the next generation. This Jnana Ganga, the knowledge of Ganga, knowledge of river Ganga flows incessantly. That is the respect we can give to the Rishi Parampara. That is our offering to the Rishi Parampara we can give. We are indebted to Rishis, ancient Rishis. This Jnana Parampara has been flowing. We are indebted. That Rina, we have to fulfill the Rina by creating the next batch of students. We have to prepare them so that the baton, this Jnana Ganga flows. That means I have fulfilled, I have given my Guru Dakshina to my teacher. When I prepare the next generation, that is the Guru Dakshina, I can give it to my teacher. The teacher also is giving the Guru Dakshina to his teacher. This Parampara by preparing the other one. This is the message, and for the yoga teachers and getting the certificate, it is just a beginning of your learning. Thus far, you have been learning sitting on the other side. You will be after that you continue to learn sitting on the other side. But common thread is learning. Learning never stops. Never say that I have learnt enough. I am a guru. Never say that I am a guru. The moment I think I say I am a guru, my learning stops. You are a lifelong, you are a committed student, lifelong, keep on learning new things. There is no end to the knowledge. And you are committed for whole life to become a student. You are a student on other side, and after that the student sitting on this side. And with this sankalpa, make a sankalpa, I will make sure that I will lead an inspired life. And there is no loss, whether you succeed or not. Throw your heart behind that one. Hatova prapsyasi swargam jitva va bokshyase mahin. And tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nischaya. I will fight this battle. I will overcome whatever hurdles are there. I will become someone extraordinary. That is the message for it's our teacher's convocation, and we will see what Taitareya Upanishad talks about. There is a message Taitareya Upanishad, there is a message for students graduating and going. There is a message here, and what teacher says, I will try to explain that one also. The parting of message. Now parting of means earlier in the forest they used to learn, and after 12 years of study they used to go. But parting, that they will go back to the faraway places. And here parting of means you are taking on more responsibility. It is not parting off, you are taking on more responsibility. You are shouldering more responsibilities. And repeat after me. Atadi vidyam. And atati means now. The vidya. What vidya means? What learning means? What knowledge means? That is the small mantra is there. Acharya purva rupam. Ante vasinuttara rupam. Vidya sandhihi pravachanagam sandanam ityadi vidyam. It is saying that the foundation of learning, we need a teacher. Without a guru, learning won't happen. The teacher is the platform. Acharya purva rupam is first, is the teacher. That is the foundation. Ante vasin uttara rupam. The student on the top. The top, that mathana, rubbing is happening. The discussion, madhana, whatever teacher says, the student starts churning it in the mind. What does it mean? What does it mean? That mathana should happen, churning should happen. And the churning, when its churning happens, the knowledge, light of knowledge rises up. And why student has to come to the student? And for the knowledge. And knowledge only student come to the teacher. Nothing else. And for the knowledge, student comes to the teacher. And how the knowledge is communicated? Through pravachana. Pravachana means not a loose talk. When we meet a friend for half an hour, I'll be chit-chatting. It is not that one. Pravachana means pravachana. Vachana means talking. Pra means prakrishta. Talking the lofty things. Not some silly things, what is happening there. It is not that one. Talking about something lofty, we are talking about that one. Pravachanagam sandhanam. And ityadi vidyam. And this is the vidya. Then only knowledge will rise in us. And what type of the students teacher is expecting? The teachers are learning what is the quality. What is the expectation of the teacher? And it is talking about Amayantu Brahmacharina Swaha. And it is saying that all seekers of higher knowledge who are motivated, inspired, please come to me from all direction. From all direction, motivated, inspired people. May you all come to me, those who are seekers of the higher things. You want to excel, achieve, may you come from all direction. And Pramayantu Brahmacharina Swaha. It is not the ordinary student, the best of the best students I want. Not the ordinary people, the dull people. Now, I want the best of the cream of the students. I want the best of the best. I want those people, not the ordinary people. All the time they have excuses. I am busy. I don't want those people. Those who are so inspired, best cream. The teacher is looking for a cream of the students. And then Dhamayantu Brahmacharina Swaha. One who has the control over the senses. That type of student I want. The control over the tongue, control over the limbs, and that type of student I want. And Brahmacharina Swaha and Shama, this Amayanto Brahmacharina Swaha, Vimayanto Brahmacharina Swaha, Vimayanto Brahmacharina Swaha. Vimayanto Brahmacharina Swaha. Vimayanto, one who is aspiring to excel in life. I want to rise up to the great heights in the life. That type of student I want. Teacher can motivate the student up to certain extent. And up to the bonus, student should be able to take more responsibility to rise up. In the Subhashita it says the quarter of in the knowledge, if the knowledge is 100%, quarter of the knowledge a person learns from the parents. Quarter of the knowledge one learns from the friend circle, society. Quarter he or she learns from the teacher. And remaining quarter, as the time will teach. The time will teach. The teacher can give only quarter of the knowledge. And the student should be able to make up for the rest. That Vimayantu, inspired to excel, that type of student we want. And the next part, Veda Anuchya Acharyo Ante Vasin Anushasti. This is the departing message. The teacher is communicating to the student. This is the message as per the Taitareya Upanishad. Satyam vada. Satyam vada. Stick to the truth. It's a message. This is a message you have to practice. Practice this one. Dharmam chara. Dharmam chara. Follow the righteousness as laid by the scriptures. You have to follow that one. Not you are more responsible now. You have to understand what is dharma. As a householder, as an employee, as a citizen of the country, you have various dharmas. You have to follow that one. Swadhyaya na pramadaha. Never give up the study of scriptures. Scriptures, if you want inspiration in your life, resort to the ancient text. Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and religion, our Babiji, his Guru Granth Sahib, that ancient text, Shastras, reflect on that one, it will inspire your life. Acharyaya Priyadanam, Acharyaya Priyam, Mahritya, Prajatantum, Ma Vyavachetsi. And teacher has spent so much of energy for you, and it says now you have a responsibility to look after the teacher also. When the students, a teacher becomes old, and the students, when they are learnt and settled, they should not forget the teacher. They have an obligation to look after the teacher. In the Gurukula also, when they go, they say, you have an obligation. You have to look after the teacher also. And Satya na pramaditavyam. Do not deviate from the truth. Dharma na pramaditavyam. Don't tread the wrong path. Kushala na pramaditavyam. You have to look after yourself. Pay attention to your health. And whatever you do not sacrifice your personal health. The teacher is saying, look after yourself. You have to pay attention to your health. Bhutana pramaditavyam. You have to look after, you have an obligation to look after the animals, birds, and other living beings. Not only the humans, the dumb animals. They can't speak. Do not exploit them. You have an obligation to look after the birds and in the other animals in the forest, or not to pollute the all the things, and so waterways contaminated, and the rivers are polluted, and fishes are dying, and you have an obligation to look after the other living beings also. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Swadhyaya, always self-study and pass it on to others. Talking, before I talk, I have to learn. Continuous learning and continuous transmission. It should go together. It should go together. Continuously keep on upgrading yourself, upgrading your knowledge, and you communicate with the students. Motivate the students, get motivated, and motivate others. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Deva Pitr Karyabhyam na pramaditavyam. And do not forego the daily prayer, daily worship, your sadhana. You are indebted to devas and ancestors, your forefathers. You are born in that lineage, because when you are born, you have an obligation, you are indebted to that family. And Shraddha, the annual remembrance of ancestors, you have to pay respect to them. Do not forego that one. Na pramaditavyam. You have an obligation to your ancestors and the divine beings. Your prayer, your ancestors, you have to look after, and you have to give respect to them, due respect, and so that when we depart, our generation should remember us, and they should not condemn us and disown us. What we do, it will be reflected down. You have to respect your ancestors, and so is when you go, your generations will remember you. This is a tradition. You remember the divine beings. You have to daily prayer, and pitrkaryabhyam na pramiditavyam. Matrudevo bhava. And respect your mother. She may be illiterate, maybe hardly studied. Unlike you, she is not studied. You have a double degree, triple degree. She may be second class pass and illiterate. She may not be able to read, and she may not be able to speak the modern language, but still she is always above you. Pitrudevo bhava. Your father also, you are indebted to. They have spent so much of energy for you, what you are now. It is their sweat, so much of blessing and sweat behind that one. You have to respect them. Never forego your obligation towards them. And just because you made some money and you can't pay back your rina, it's their obligation. Whatever you do, you cannot pay back. Acharya Devo Bhava. And you become the human, as a human, that you become, that it is called as Dvija. The second birth you get when you meet a teacher. You get a second birth when you meet a teacher. The teacher has enlightened you to the new dimension of your life. Otherwise, you are never exposed to this dimension. That teacher, you have to be indebted to the teacher. Atiti Devo Bhava. Atiti means Titi. Titi means today is Dashami, tomorrow is Ekadashi, day after tomorrow also 2 Ekadashis are there. Titi means every day one Titi is there. Titi means I will say to our Dr. Manish, today is Dashami, today's Titi is Dashami. I will come to your place. It's a predetermined. Day after tomorrow I will come to your place for a cup of coffee. It's a predefined. That person is not called as Atiti. Atiti means that time is fixed. I am coming. It is not Atiti. It is Atiti is one. Atiti. There is no predetermined day. This is day I am coming. Somebody walks into your house uninvited. That person you have to respect. That is, it's less of the case in the West. There is you have to phone me, make an appointment this time, and sometimes they say, did you make a time? Why did you come? Come tomorrow. And it's not that one. And Atiti, and in the olden times also, before the meal, now hotels are there, restaurants are there. People will be waiting outside for about 5 minutes before the meal. If anyone is there, anyone is hungry, and they will wait for 5 minutes, then they will have their meal. Now hotels are there, they are not coming, but still unexpected, and from unknown place, somebody will ask for, can you help? Last week, one student, he used to attend my class in India. He called me up from the hospital. So I'm going in a scooter in a Sringeri. I was traveling. One auto hit me. My tibia is broken. I'm in the hospital, and I don't have money. Can you help me? It doesn't matter. That somebody that from outside, I can say, sorry, I won't pick up the phone, sorry, I can't hear. Or I have an obligation from somewhere, somebody is asking for, can you help? It is our obligation. Somehow I have an opportunity, that God has given that opportunity to help. That person, when it's an unknown place, somebody may ask for something. Don't say, I don't have, I am busy. And Atiti Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, and then Tata Teshu Varteta, Yata Teshu Varteran. As told by this one, you have to behave. Tata Teshu Varteta, Tata Teshu, like that you have to live. Whatever is told, it is not for just imagination. Try to adapt in your life according to this one. And teacher says, Yesha Adeshaha. Repeat. These are the instructions to you. These are the instructions. Yesha Upadeshaha. These are the advice to you. One is as a Adesha, this is the instruction. You must. And Yesha Upadeshaha. These are the advice. Advice by the teacher. Upadeshaha. Yesha Vedopanishad. This is the message of Vedas and Upanishad. Etadanushāsanam. These are the shasana. These are the rules. These are the rules for my life. Yesha upasitavyam. These instructions I have to adapt. You have to inculcate in your daily life. Upasitavyam. Contemplate and get ingrained in your life. You have to. Eva muchyeta. Upasitavyam. And in total you should follow this one. And this is the message of the parting message from the Taitareya Upanishad. For the students, these messages are relevant even today for us. And we are we are very fortunate to have this Upadesha, Vedic Upadesha in a faraway land. We are very fortunate to have this tradition that get the Upadesha as mentioned in the Shastras.